it's Kim here with Fairily Fiber Fun. Thanks for joining me on this Mars Creation Fiber Club video. So today I am carding up a bunch of tunis bats, and I have already carded, I've already scoured, picked, dyed, and pre-carded the fibers, and I've already done most of the blending. So here I am showing you the fibers already blended together, and I have a separate video coming out to my Ko-fi supporters where I show you how I blended those together. So today's video is just taking all of these gorgeous colors that I came up with. This part is all 100% tunis. So all of these colors, and we're going to create a bat that represents the planet Mars. So before we get too far into it, I would like to give a very warm welcome to new viewers and a welcome back to returning viewers. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss new videos as they come out. And as always, leave your comments, questions, and suggestions in the comment section below. So here I am showing you what add-ins I plan to use, and sometimes plans change, and that is perfectly fine. So you will see exactly where I go from, oh yeah, I want to use this, this, and this, to that's not going to work. Let's use something different. But anyway, the first step to making 8 bats that match is to divide each of these solid bats into 8 pieces. And then I'm going to weigh those and make sure they all weigh exactly the same amount. I ended up going with 0.2 ounces for each of these sections because that's what it took to create a 2-ounce bat. And then I don't remember if I weighed the add-ins. I don't think I did. So the add-ins bring it up to at least 2.5 ounces total. Now I'm going to turn some music on so you can just watch this part, and here in a second I will speed it up. Alrighty, now that we are finished, now that I am finished with divvying everything out, so I have all of my add-ins chosen and divided out, then I promptly change things while I am carding because there wasn't enough white or black wool. I decided to use a lot more than I had picked out, which is fine. It makes the bats weigh a little bit more than they would have otherwise. They would have weighed like 2.1 ounces. Now they weigh 2.5 anyway. So we're using silk noil, sari silk, like recycled sari silk and pulled sari silk as bamboo. And then the black wool I got from rhlindsay.com, which Lindsay Wool, rhlindsaywool.com. Link down below in the show notes. Not the product, but the company. And then the white wool is mystery wool. I don't have a clue what it is. Something that I combed. No clue what breed. Nice and long stapled though, and totally different than the Tunis. Oh my gosh, have I said Targhee all this time? This is Tunis wool from a local farm that I processed from the sheep. 2 different sheep, I believe. Anyway. Craziness. Yeah. So I am trying to capture the essence of the planet Mars, the atmosphere, the surface, and a little bit of the adventure that we go on in the adventure story. And I'm quite happy with how this turned out. The original colors I started with were not at all what I wanted, but the end result is exactly what I wanted. So sometimes you just got to trust the process. And this was one of those times. It's really terrifying when you commit to a big project and it has to be a certain way. And when you start off, it's nothing like what you want and you're terrified and you think, oh my God, this is awful. It's a failure. And then you go to the next stage and you think, still not what I wanted. Oh my gosh, am I wasting all of my time? And then you get to the last part of the process and oh my gosh, it worked. It's perfect. So sometimes you got to trust your instincts and you got to trust the process. This is one of those. I went through the whole gamut of emotions, the whole roller coaster. Right now, I'm a little bit confused as to what happened to, I have too much of one color and I was confused. So anyway, it worked out beautifully. Doesn't really matter. Some of these colors are so similar that I can't tell the difference between them. So, yeah, it's all good. It's all good. So anyway, I just keep going on with layers and layers. Mars has ice on its south pole. So I put ice white in the center, but I allowed red and black to kind of overlap it a bit because the atmosphere of Mars is very red, very rust colored. The sky is red. And I figured that would make the white ice look kind of reddish too. So why not have a little bit of the dust particles mixed in with the ice? I think that is a realistic expectation that dust particles would be in that ice and it wouldn't be pure white, even though it looks white from outer space. So anyways, I took aspects from the story. I took aspects from what we know about the planet, what NASA knows about the planet, and put it all together on the drum carder to try and make something that closely resembles what was described. And I think it was a success. So I have the story up on Ko-fi on the highest tier only. If you are wanting to read the story, but you don't want to participate in the Fiber Club or you missed the Fiber Club, you still have access to the story. All right, I appreciate you watching and hanging out with me, and I am going to turn on some music and let you enjoy the rest of this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.